I've done a few changes to the sprite editor. I'll be sending it to Saucy once I'm happy it's working. It's version, it's build 35 or 36. No, 34. Oh yes, that was it. That was it. I've done what we was talking about. You can now export the assets and the palette at the same time, or you can just export the assets, or you can just export the palette in all of those formats. Now, got it working. So yeah, so now you have full control over it. I tried to stop you renaming the file when you do the save, but I can't because the dialog box is outside the control of the browser. So I can't stop it, because what's happening is we're creating a file and then we're pretending to download to you. Now, if you haven't got it to ask you where you want to put it, then you're fine. It will use the name that's up here, yeah. But if you are like me and have got it to ask where you would like to put this file, then you've got the option to overwrite the file name. Hey Fairlane. So yeah. So I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. You know, there's only so much we could. There's only so much you can do on the web. But as you can see, I've started building the basic sprites, yeah? I've got an idea on how to probably do the animation sets. So I'm going to do that while I'm away. I'm going to mess around with it while I'm away. And see if I can get an animation set dialog box working. And hopefully when I get back, I'll probably have something for you guys to beta test or something like that. So I mean, this is my thoughts, right? So in this panel here, the sprite panel, there'll be some more buttons. So you'll be able to highlight the sprite and then say add to current animation set. Add to current animation set, add to current animation set, add to current animation. And then there'll be another dialog box, which is your animation dialog box, which will only show the current animation set. If you haven't got an animation set created, when you do add to existing animation set, it won't do it because there won't be one there. I am not going to do what we do in Beep Spriter, where we say add to new animation set, because that causes all sorts of problems. But if you've created one and then you can add to it, then the animation mechanics will be in that dialog box. That's the plan. That's the plan. So we will see if the plan works or doesn't. Hey Docster, welcome in. Welcome.
Hello, Docster. Early for a change.
Well, he's been pinging me. He's working on a top secret project and he showed it me. Oh, someone's just told me they finished Halo 3. Someone's just told me they've finished Halo 3. You know who.
Was it Gary?
No, not Gary. He can't handle the finger pressing on the controller.
It's Andy.
What's this? Old school coder. You can show the screenshots. Are you sure? Alright then. Let me let's do this.
He's not writing elite for the X16, is he?
No, he's writing. There you go. He's writing a Commander X16 for Windows / Mac / Linux. It's work in progress. But he's actually written the code to import Sprite Mate X16 files. So that's SP's file that he gave me that he's managed to import.
He's got to write it to import Sprite Mate X format because that's the internationally agreed standard for sprites for the X16
now. Yeah. That's our claim to fame now, isn't it? Yeah. We're driving the standards. Yes, Statbats. Yes, Mrs. OSK has just finished Halo 3. I bet she's going to be starting Halo 4 now. Hang on. Let's have a look. I mean, she's addicted. Absolutely addicted to it. As Gary knows.
I've not played for a while.
She's absolutely addicted, mate, I tell you. No, she's still playing the campaign. Hang on. Oh, I think she's starting it on a slightly more difficulty. I can see messages coming. Help, I'm stuck. We'll probably make a GitHub project out of it so you all can fix and add stuff. Yeah, I mean, it worked all right for Beeb Spriter. It worked all right for Beeb Spriter. I'm going to be doing a GitHub of... I'm going to be posting the Sprite Mate in Git soon. I just wanted to make sure it was in a sort of state that people can use. Yeah, right. I'll stop getting distracted with that, John. C#, yeah. Right then, so hang on, I found it again. Here we go, right. Cut here, John. Cut here. 18 minutes. 18 minutes. Let's write that down. Makes it easier for me to...
You need to get your clapperboard out.
I got the clapperboard out, mate.
Oh, did you? I missed that bit.
Yeah, I got the clapperboard out. I found it. Right then. Welcome to episode 1 of porting Manic Miner for the Commander X16. So, what I've been doing is I've been taking the sprites from the, not the, was it Saucy that sent it? Not the 6502 Commodore 64 version, because it's incomplete. Not all the sprites are there. So I've used the C++ version because that has all the sprites listed, all of them. And what I've done is I have so let's just blow this up so you can see it. Let's just magnify that. There we go. So
punch it at the same time, okay?
Wait a minute, but I don't have that. Is that okay?
Do you have raid arms? Do you have raid arms? It should be fine. Here, you get
Hey Skin, welcome. You'll have to sort out your clips, mate, if they're embarrassing. Sort them out. You wanted it to be somewhere close to Sprite Pad and Char Pad. Yeah, I suppose. Right, so what I've done is I have taken, like I say, hang on. Let's see if it's still in my history. The C++ version of it, hang on. I don't think it's that one, but we'll see. I don't think... No, it's not. That's the one that the sprites are missing. Okay. I think we're going to have to search for it. Hang on. Let's have a look. this one. Yeah, so this one, I'm going to have to download it really. So, in data, I think it's in data, it's got the sprites in there. Somewhere halfway down, I think. Here we go. So there's a character set, and there's the sprites, look. Yeah. So I've been using this as the guide, but he's put the sprites as they were in the game, where it was shifted across to give the impression he's moving and keeping the sprite in the same place. Yeah. But what I've done is, until it proves to be a bad idea, is I have kept him in the same place, look. So I've kept him in the same place. Yeah. So what I'm thinking is that's the width. Yeah, so it's the width. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You was trying to figure out why the original game moved him from Origin. They moved from what I've looked at. They don't move him. They've got 4 sprites. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sprites. Yeah, 4 sprites, and this is basically him in 2 characters. And what happens is they move him. So they do the index, and they do this for all the sprites. By the way, they do this for all the sprites. He moves from that sprite to that sprite, and that sprite to that sprite, that sprite to that sprite, and then when he hits that sprite, yeah, they go back, because that sprite will be in the next character. So when they go to do that sprite, it looks like he's seamlessly moving, but he's not. He moves 4, moves a character, moves 4, moves a character, moves 4, moves a character. The sprite doesn't actually move smoothly. It's character based.
It kind of makes sense in a way, John, because then he only has to move the sprite the location every 4 sprites, like you say, but he can move it on character boundaries, which probably makes it easier to check what's around it.
Yes.
As opposed to if you do it all in the same place and move the sprite a pixel at a time, you've got to do a bit more maths to work out which character position he's in.
Yes. So, like I say, I haven't done that until I've decided it's a bad idea, and now we'll do what was done in this C++ version, right? But I've kept him in the same place, because what I want to try and do is, now I don't know if this is going to work, so just give me a sec. Oh, hang on. He said we could right click and do save as. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Right. That's stupid. Hang on. Is that back to normal? I think so. That one is the same as that one. Yeah. So right click, save as. Right. Let's put that, see if it works. Put that in there. Right, so let's load Manic Miner in. Oh, have I still got that running? No, I haven't. Right. There we go. Right, let me see if this will work. I am not too sure if it will do it, but we will try. Right, new file, export plane.draw.io. Right, can I import a picture? Paste. Insert picture. Image. Get in there. Get in there. Yeah, we'll have a bit of that. Open. Assets. Miner Wiele. There we go. Right. So, what we're going to do is we're going to... I'm going to try and do what I did in Hunchback. But because Hunchback was the entire sprite, then we could use the sprite dimensions as the guide. But because Miner Wiele is not an entire sprite, what I want to do is make the code a bit more targeted. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing this. Right, so let's do that. So that line goes there. Let's change the color on that so we can tell the difference. And what I want to try and do is I want to have 2 points that we have to check on Miner Wiele. Yeah. And that's, can you see those lines? Hang on, can I make them fatter? There we go. What I want to do is he's going to be in the same place, yeah? So if I go back to here, he's in the same place even when he's turned round, yeah? So he's in the same place. Yeah. So these are the detection lines for forward and backwards. So if he's moving this way, we use this. So that's the detection line going forward. Right, hang on. Text. There we go. No, that's not text. Where's text? Miscellaneous. Maybe not. Maybe I just need to go like that. Here we go. Let's make it bigger so you can see it. Right, so this is the detection going right. Yeah. So that's the detection line for going right. This. And then let's do a copy and paste. And then this one obviously is going to be, let's copy and paste that as well. Detection going left. Right? So as it's going that way, we're going to use this line to work out what he's standing on. Yeah? So if we get some boxes and try and pretend that they are characters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roughly. Right, let's do that again. There you go. So we are going to be always having two characters underneath him. Yeah. So we're going to be the character that's going forward, and if he's going the other way, it's going to be the character going that way, like so. Yeah. And also we will be checking the character that goes there. Right, let me do that. But I want to gradient it. maybe not. No, I'll leave it like that. So when he gets up to a wall, right? When he gets to a wall, he stops. So in essence, like this. So in this configuration, these are the two characters he's standing on. So if you remember when I show, let me get it back up. I've got it bookmarked now, so I can show Manic Miner in a long play. Go away. Not having any adverts on here. Right. So when he walks on, here we go. When he walks on the ground that disintegrates. Oh, he's already done it. Right, back up. Here we go. Right, when he walks on the ground, see, look, that ground, that has not started disintegrating. Only these two were, right? So if we move it forward, hang on, move forward is greater than, isn't it? Here we go. No, not doing that. See, the ground's not disintegrating, even though he's across it. And I think what's happening is, see, oh, it's a solid piece. There we go. That's what I'm on about. This character is crossing two characters because this has started disintegrating. So when he walks, I bet he's going to jump, isn't he? He's going to jump. Yeah. So now there's two characters. There's two characters that are going to be disintegrating underneath him. So I did this. Now it looks like they're only using this as the guide. How wide is it on that? Hang on. Let's go back to this. How? One? Oh, go away. Go back to white. That's because I did that right click. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, I'm just wondering if we should just use this and just do the 8, because that makes it easy to work out. Because that's 2 more pixels. But you could say that that foot's off the floor. Because that's what it seems to be like that. Doesn't matter anyway, because it's still going to be 2 characters when they cross over. So there's still going to be 2 characters when he does the crossover. So when he moves away, yeah. So that, let's move 1 pixel. That character then becomes I'm not underneath him, and these 2 characters do. Yeah. But what we don't want is that sort of scenario where he looks like he walks into the wall and then stops. Yeah. So that's the plan. That's the plan. Is that we'll use. See, I think this point here, and correct me if I'm wrong, Saucy. I think this point here, that point there, is where the sprite is located, isn't it?
Correct.
So we will know this line anyway, because that's where the sprite is located. So if we do 10, we'll have to add 10 to the X of the the sprite to find this detection, this line that works out which characters we need to be looking at, yeah? Because we always need to be looking forward when he's walking forward, and we always need to be looking forward in the other direction. We're not bothered about what he's stepped off. Hello, welcome, welcome. Yeah. Trying to explain how we're going to try and do the character, the sprite versus character configuration. Yeah. So it's going to be 10 wide by 16 deep. So it's always going to be 2 rows deep, always. So that means we've got to look at least 2 characters around him, yeah? Does Vera Sprites have a separate register for the right side of the screen? I don't understand that yet. I don't understand.
Basically, you've got 10 bits for your X position and your Y position.
Yeah.
So to go past 0.255 across the screen, you have to use the extra 2 bits.
Yes. So it's like the most significant bit, but you don't have to do any working out which bit to turn on and turn off.
Yes, exactly the same. There's 2 bits, but they actually go past the right-hand side and come back on the left.
Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to try and do is, first of all, I'm going to try and import the sprite set that I've got here at the moment using the new Sprite Mate editor. So I'm going to try and import in, and then what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and build the platform engine, yeah, to work out, just basically to see if our working out will work properly, that the characters will be represented correctly. I don't know. I've confused myself now. So we're gonna do just a small program, a small machine code program to put the sprite on the screen. We'll write some code to move it about, and then we will write the code to work out on the screen where it is, and see if we can match it up with what I'm thinking. And if we can, then that's half the battle. Yeah. Because once we know the environment around him, then we can code a generic engine to be used for any of the sprites if we wanted to. Yeah. Now I noticed that the bad guys in Manic Miner are not affected by collapsing things, are not affected by conveyors or anything like that. They're not. The only thing that that affects them is walls. That's the only thing that I could see, because there's some levels where you have to flick a switch and then suddenly a wall disappears, and then they can then carry on and then come back. So I only think the bad guys are affected by walls. Yeah. So I hope I'm explaining it right. I hope. If I'm not, just shout at me. So we're going to export. We're going to see if my export works now. I don't want the palette. Don't need it. So export it as Kickass, and we'll put it into where we've got everything. Manic Miner assets. go in there. Right, so we're not going to need that. I'll get that closed. So we should have... Oh, unconfirmed. Have you had this, Saucy? Where it hasn't...
No.
Yeah. I've had it once or twice. I mean, it does it. It just does... I don't think it renames it. Anyway, I'll rename it. Sprites. Right then. So I've got to remember how to do this now. New file. Oh, that's a folder. No, it ain't. That's a file. Test 1. Right. I've got to remember how to do this. Where's our Hello World app? Git C16 Hello World. I can't remember which one it was. It was day 2, wasn't it? Was it day 2? Let's have a look. That's characters, isn't it? Oh, I can't remember which day it was. Hang on. Where's the, do we have sprites? Did I import sprites in? Macros 211 3. Vera constants. That was sounds, so it's got to be this. No, this. No.
Well, you've got sprite memory address mentioned in 17.
17.
Oh, yeah. 17.
Yeah.
Sprite memory address is set there, so I think that's one where we loaded a sprite in.
Yeah. Right, so I need to copy that, don't I? Right, let's just put that there. Right, so line 1, CPU.
No, it was that one or the next one when you animated it.
Yeah. Did I? Yeah. Well, we'll use that one anyway. So we'll do the imports. Because they're all the same. Oh, it's got all the key mapping. Did I move this around? I'll just copy the lot. I'm just going to copy the lot. There we go. Did I move this around? I can't remember. No, it just moved off the screen, didn't it? Right, so. Back up the Vera. Load the sprites. So this is copying. That's the copying, isn't it? Right, so we need to do... And I'm not going to import binary. It's import... Hash import, innit? Yeah. That one. Right. So that's an awful lot of sprites, that is. Right, okay. Now, did we make this... Copy data. Copy data to Vera. Was that the one that's not limited?
That was up to 65k, I think.
Copy data to Vera. Yeah. So we should be alright. Alright, let's just run this and see if Minor Willie comes on it.
It probably won't. He's facing the wrong way, John.
He's doing the moonwalk. He's moonwalking. Oh. Well, at least he's there. Okay. We need to do something else.
That's your first 4 sprites, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh. Okay, maybe not. I don't think we need that 512. Because
that was to select different sprites.
Yeah, because he's... Here we go, here we go. So it's only showing 2, yeah? It's only showing 2. Which is okay.
And that's because there were only 2 sprites on my set before.
Yeah. Now, I was looking for... Because don't we... don't we put the system into double mode, don't we?
Yeah, X scale, H scale and V scale need changing.
H scale and V scale, hang on. Let's have a look.
Nine F2A, 9F2B. Yeah. Well, I think you've got them defining constants.
I've got them, yeah. That's just that. That's just that. So we back up the Vera, then we do it. Right. Okay. He must be off the bottom of the screen now.
Probably, yes.
Where'd I set it up? There. Mode X and Y, right. Okay, let's do 100.
Take the 256 down because you've only got 240 lines now.
Yeah. Right. Let's do that. Do we see him now? No. Mode. That's mode. Sprite. So what am I missing? What am I missing?
Hundred should be fine. Hold on, John. What have you put into 8? Oh, DC scale times 2. Is that 64?
Yeah. So that should just put it into Vic mode, Commodore mode, like that. Yeah. So yep. I would have expected Minor Willie to walk across here.
So would I. What move sprite in Vera do?
Let me just rem this back out. Let's just see where he is. Why is he all the way down there? Does that macro not
Hello,
work?
John here. Thank you for following. Hope you enjoy the stream.
Your macro, not mine.
No. I'm just wondering if...
I accept no responsibility.
Hang on. So we set the X into Vera and Y into Vera. So we... Okay. Who's just followed, by the way? Who's just followed? Say hello. Don't be afraid. We don't bite.
Right, you pass it XPOS and YPOS, which you use in the macro. Where do you actually set XPOS and YPOS in your main code?
Yeah, I'm just looking now. Have I made the mistake?
Because I think you've got you're passing in an explicit point, but XPOS and YPOS are not set in the macro. You must set them somewhere else.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Right, where's setup? There. Here we go. Naught. 32 naught. That's 100. So that's right. So it's put in the right number, but yeah, where am I setting XPOS? So there's XPOS. So load 1 into Y plus 1 and XPOS. No, I'm setting XPOS to be 0, which is right. So it's just the Y position that's wrong. Oh, I'll put it in...
No, you're putting a 1 in YPOS plus 1, it's going to make it 256.
Yeah, so 100. So that's just a load of rubbish then.
No, because that's setting your initial position.
Yeah.
Which you should then marry up with the same numbers later.
Yeah.
Because you then print 0 in XPOS anyway.
Hello, Pack72. Welcome to the Madhouse. Here we go. There he is. Go for it, mate. Go, 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 go. Now he's gone. Off the edge of the world.
It'll take him a while to get back.
Yeah. So, right. Oh, there he is. Welcome back. Hello. So that is only 2 frames, right? So we need to get the frames. I want to make sure I'll get the framing mechanics working before we do anything else. So at the moment he's doing that. At the moment. Now I think it should be that. I think that these two are the same.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 would work.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, like that. That's what I was thinking it would be doing, yeah?
Yeah, you don't need to go backwards, because if you go from 4 to 1, it's the same as going from 4 to 3.
Oh, you mean like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that? Yeah, it needs to go. So
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then back to 1.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, but we don't need 3 because it could be 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 4. I think that's the animations.
But it's easier to count 1 because 1 and 3 are the same. But it's easier to count 1, 2, 3, 4 than go 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 4.
Yeah.
And you've got plenty of memory for sprites.
Yes, that is true. That is true. Yes, we've got. I was going to swear then. We've got loads of memory. Right. Okay. Right. So let's see if we can get this. Let's see if we can get this animation working right. So we have. So we have 0 to 3. So it's just the address, isn't it? We're just changing the address.
Yes. By adding 1, 2, 4, I think.
Yeah. So let's check. So we're doing 4. So let's change.
You're not adding 4. Yeah, you are. You have to add 4 because of the size of the frame, the sprite.
Yeah. So if we and this, right? So we'll get a number. I'm not going to shift it. I'll just test for it, yeah? So if it's equal to 0, that means we're not changing the frame. Oh, no. If it's equal to 0, that means we're going back to the... We're going back. So this is going to be...
You're just using that as a frame counter between the different animations because you've got set sprite to memory address and sprite to memory address plus 1 to 8. So you've only got 2 frames in there at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. So we need... So this is going to be branch if equal to frame 0. Yeah. Which is this. All right. Then if we if we test for 0 and then if we test for that branch, in fact, let's do this. Branch if not equal to frame 1. Right, and then this is frame 0. So we do that. Set frame 0 and then we'll jump to raster. Jump raster. So this is then going to be frame 1. So we compare it with 1. Branch if not equal to frame 2. But if it is, it's going to be that. So then it's just a case of copying this over and over again. So that's frame 2, which means we are testing that one and that one. Then we're going to 3, but this one is 256 now. And then this is frame 3, which means it's that. And we are not using that anymore. So branch to raster. Raster. Get rid of that, and this would be 256 384.
Yep.
Right, so we should get hopefully a flowing Wiele. Oh, I've been missing. Oh, hang on. If he does what he did in Hunchback, you just define an animation frame list. Yeah. But the thing is, in Hunchback, we defined the sprite pointer array. So it was pointer 10, 11, 12, 10, 11, 12. We can't do that. We're now, the pointer is actually an address. So the way we've done the macros is but then again, I've just had an idea. Because this is the sprite address, but we're hard coding the sprite address in there. So hang on. That's moving. Set sprite address. Here we go. So if we do this, but I need to right, set sprite address by memory. So sprite number, address sprite address. That's what we need. So here, instead of it being, oh, but we need to do that, don't we? No, that's right. That's right. This is low, isn't it? Yeah. So LDA that. And was it left 5 times?
Right 5 times.
Right 5 times.
No, what are we doing here?
Yeah. Okay. And then we'll do this again. And this is going the same 5 times. But hang on.
The trouble is you've got to shift any bits from the high into the low.
Yeah, that's why I was just... And we can't bit shift the address, or can we?
No. Shall I tell you how I did it for mine, John?
Okay.
I built a table of pointers for the start point of each sprite. So at the beginning I calculate, like, sprite 1 is at 1300 and then the next one is at, and store them in an array, low and high. And then I'd pass in a frame 3, get the third entry in the array for the low and high bytes.
Okay.
So if you've got 128 sprites, which is maximum, you need 256 bytes of memory for an address pointer for each sprite in Vera.
Okay. Yeah.
Maximum.
Yeah, we can do that.
It makes it, because all you do is give it a number from 0 to 127 and it comes back with an address.
Yeah, we can do that. So, so 4.4. Is that how we do it? Oh, John. What? Is the kick assembler offline? Oh, what is going on? Right, search. .4. Okay, what's going on with this website? I thought there was a 4.
I thought there was. I'm sure I've used it.
Questa maschera del white. Phase 101. Se vedete è ogni linea.
It's the person that's on holiday. He's going to rub it in that he's on holiday. It's dot 4. Yeah, I thought it was. But I can't find it in here. Search. Dot 4.
It is, it's dot 4, and then in brackets, very exactly the same as C++ syntax.
It finds dot fill. There we go, dot 4. Why is it not finding it? Right, so I'm going to be doing that, yeah? Hey FaZe, welcome in, mate. Welcome in. Right, so dot 4. So var SP number. I presume it defaults to 0, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll do that. How many sprites have I got? I have no idea. Hang on. I think it's 25. Yeah, 25. But I only need the first 4 anyway, so I'm only going to do the first 4. To SP number is less than 4. SP number plus. Right. So we are going to yeah. We'll do words. So that plus open bracket SPNO plus 1 times by 128. That should do it. That should do it. Right, so let me get rid of... So, set sprite address in Vera by table. So, address sprite table. So, right, can I do this? Can I do that?
You should be able to.
Because that will work out the address properly, won't it?
Yep.
So if I do that and say LDA that comma y, and we put LDY hash sprite number. Don't need to do that, store it, and then do exactly the same again, but +1 and store that. That should do the same. So let's do this. Let's try this out. The number of sprites must be 42 for sure. Old school coder. I did test your sprite May X for a little time. Looks good. Yeah, yes, it's doing all right. I'm going to be working on it while I'm away. Going to try and put animation into it. Right, so I want the table, which is there, and we put the table in instead of the sprite memory, like so. So that should do it. But
you need to pass it as a frame number.
Frame, yeah. Yes. Zero, 1, 2, 3. Right. Let's try that for Badger.
And when it don't work, you have to go back and look at how have I built my table. Oh no, it's not animating. But
it's not animating. Yeah. So it's not animating. Why? That must be in the macro. Hang on. Sprite number.
Hold on, what's that bit you're doing at the beginning? Oh,
no, that's setting up the sprite number, isn't it?
yeah, but the sprite is the same one.
Oh, yeah.
The value in there, you don't change. So your address low and high is for sprite 0, and then you change its address.
Yeah, that's why it's only the first one was. Right. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh, hang on. I've changed the wrong one. Right, that should be all right now. Oh. Oh, forgot. How many sprites have we got? 128, aren't we?
Maximum, yeah.
So a 256 byte word table will be fine.
Yeah, that's how I built mine.
Hey, Cold Hands.
But I had to get creative with mine because I've got 8x8, 16x16, 32x8 and all sorts.
Yeah.
Where's that getting the address? It's picking up the wrong data for some reason.
Yeah, I'm in the 0, 1, 2, 3. So that's right. Is the sprite table right? Uh, 0980, 0984, 0988, 099.
Right.
See, that looks right.
I know the high byte is 09 for 13.000. 0980 is 13000 because I've seen that too many times in my code, so that looks right. So it must be referencing them somewhere.
Oh, hang on. Do we write the low first and then? Yeah, we do. We write. Oh, the mode. The mode. That goes in the high byte, doesn't it? We need to put the mode in there.
But mode should be 0 anyway.
Oh, so it's not the mode then.
Ooh. No, your addresses are right. Your address table is definitely right. I'm confident of that, so it's somewhere else the problem.
Okay. Greater than 5. So we know that that's right. We know that that is right. So there's something wrong with this macro. Right, hang on a sec. So sprite 0, frame 0. Sprite 0, frame 1. Sprite 0, frame 2. Sprite 0, frame 3. And I'm definitely loading the frame. Am I definitely loading the frame? Yeah, 0. 3C. Yeah, that's right. 3C, 80 and 81. Frame 1. Frame 2. So that's right. What am I missing? It definitely does low byte first, then high.
No, I've got 88 on screen SP and no problems. The only thing I've seen is if you try to put a lot on one line, it can cause issues.
Oh,
I can't see what's wrong with that because the table is right, definitely. And your macro looks right.
yeah. Right, let's try Andy's. Have I got that in here? Did I put that in here? No, I didn't.
Dot break. It's just byte D9, D4, DB.
Yeah, he did a macro, didn't he?
Yeah, just create a macro, call it break and .db.
Let me see if I can find it. Was it in the Commander X16 channel?
Can't remember, but I know it's just .byte D. What did I just say? DB hex.
Yeah. Hang on. Ah, there it is. Found it.
Just basically, you don't even need to do it like that. You can create a macro called break and just put STP in it.
Yeah, there we go.
As long as it knows 65CO2.
Right, so we've got a function called break. So I'm going to break it here. I'm going to break it here. Right. Oh, it's still running. Let's find out what's going on. Right. So we're ending it with 1-8. What we got? 1. So that's just going to do frame 0. Alright, so it loads 80, stores it away. Loads 09, stores it away. And then jumps to the raster. There he is. Is that 5 to run, is it? There we go.
Yeah.
So that's frame 2, 3. Oh, hang on. Right. Let's find out which. Right. So that's frame 2. That's definitely frame 2. But he's not animating. Accumulator is 1-0. Right, so there we go. 1-0. Branch if not equal. Right, load that. Load frame 2. LDY2. Oh. Plank. You plank.
John, you muppet.
It's. I had two things going in. I had two things going in my head, right? And like a plank, I forgot to times this by 2. Right, let's take that break out first. I bet it'll work now.
That crossed my mind when you were doing it earlier, and then I forgot about it altogether.
There we go.
Because you need to. I know why I forgot about it, because I did mine. I did 128 bytes low and 128 bytes high, so I didn't need to double.
Yeah, that's why I asked about there's not more than 128, because I was thinking, because I need to. But that's the thing I had in my head. I was thinking, do I do a low and high, or do I do a word? And then I did a word, and then my brain said, you're doing a low and high. Right. So we got Miner Willie walking now. But that macro is not... That macro is not good enough. That macro is not good enough. So we need to right, address frame number, address sprite number. I don't know, hard coding the sprite. Yeah, we can live with that. And hard code the mode. So we need to have, oh, we've got frame. That's we're using that there, so let's do sprite frame. Right, so store that in frame and this, and then 1, 2, 3 1, 2, 3 store in sprite frame. Then we don't need all this. We just do this like that and get rid of all this. Right, let's try that, John. Oh, yes. You are right, assembler. You are definitely right. Load the location. Huh? Oh, I changed the name, didn't I? Right, so there we go. There we go. So now we've got a macro that will you can use use memory locations to drive it. So how many how many X is it? 40 times 8, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 320.
So 320.
What's cooking, Doc?
All right, Gary. See you later, mate.
Hi, Gary.
0140. Right. So compare with 1. Branch if not equal to bypass. If it is 1, then we're going to have to load xpos. Compare with 40. Branch if carry clear. Branch if carry clear to bypass. If it's above 40. Why are you not liking that? Oh. Right, so then we do store Z in xpos and store Z in xpos plus 1. Okay, well that didn't work. Oh yeah, yeah, of course that's not going to work.
John, instead of doing that branch there to bypass and then take that branch out and remove the clear carry.
Say that again.
Say that again. After, Looper, if you take that branch bypass out after your ink expos,
Yeah.
remove the clear carry and then just add carry 0.
Oh.
If you created a carry from the ink, you'll add 1 to xpos plus 1.
Right.
And if there's no carry, it won't add anything.
Yeah. Right. Let's see. Hang on. That's cutting off too early. That's cutting off too early. Have I got the numbers wrong? $140. That's what I'll put in there, isn't it? Oh, go away, you.
I wonder. No, I'm sure that's how I did it on Space Invaders.
Oh, my bad.
Branch carry set.
My bad. My bad.
Oh, you missed the dollar out.
Mixing hex and decimal as usual.
Ah! What a plank.
Right. So we've got. Oh, he's still being
Still
cut.
early.
He's still early. Well, I don't need that now, do I? But he's still early. Is it 3:20?
Yeah, because the original screen's 80, the new one's 40. 40 times 8 is 320.
Yeah.
No, just have a look at my Space Invaders code. I'm sure I turn around at
That's
call.
cutting off there. That's cutting off there, isn't it? Oh, no, a bit further. So it's cutting off where the V is. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's cutting off 7 characters too soon. This is not 0 here, is it?
Yeah, left-hand edge is 0. It's just you can count 1023, but you've only got 640 pixels on a line.
Okay. Right. Okay.
I'm sure it should be.
No, there's something wrong with this because it's cutting off at the same point all the time.
Yeah. Branch carry set.
If it's less than 40, it shouldn't reset. If it's greater than 40,
No, no, with Xpos, if it's 30 and you subtract, I can never remember which way around the compare works.
oh, branch if carry clear is less than. Carry set is equal or greater. I know that. So that should be saying 39 is less than, so it bypasses it.
Yeah, but you changed the number and it made no difference.
No.
Just change it to. Hold on, John. I can see. No, no, it's not.
Yeah, it's cutting off all at the same place, even when I do a branch of carry set.
Hey.
So basically, what's happening is it's hitting 1, and then it's coming here, but then it's stupid. Where are you? There we go. There you are. Right. Let's break it there. Let's break it there. Let's find out what's going on. Right, so he's walking. Boom. Oh, it's not breaking.
No. John.
Yeah.
Is Xpos a byte or a word?
It's a word.
No, it is. All right. It's not that then.
But it's
I'm
not.
trying to.
Yeah, but it's not even getting in here. So it's.
Why is it not getting there?
So it looks like it's not increasing. It's not increasing X plus 1.
But that works. That's how I've done it. Because load doesn't affect the carry flag. If you've incremented Xpos past 255, it sets carry it and adds 1.
I wonder if that's something to do with it. No, it's not that. So it's not actually breaking. It's not actually breaking.
Why ever not?
So all that's happening, it's just looping round XPOS, isn't it?
Yeah. But XPOS gets to 1. You add 1 to A, you store it back, then compare it with 1. And if it's not equal, that's...
Yeah.
So it's not making sense here.
No. Okay, so I'm just to make sure that this, just to make sure this brake's working, I'm going to put it in there. So that should fire every time. Yes, right. So we know that that is working. So for some reason this is not getting added.
Leave that in, John, and set XPOS to, instead of setting it to 0 at beginning, put like 250 in so you're close to limit, and then you loop through and see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even setting XPOS for 1 anyway. Right. So, I thought it was this, but it's not. It's just not getting to that.
There's still not. Now you've put that Z in +1.
Yeah, it's just not getting to that breakpoint. So, I mean, it must be increasing. It's increasing XPOS, but it's just not adding to +1. So it increases. Is the carry actually set on an ink? I don't think it is.
It is. I'm using it in my code.
No, it's not. Ink's not set.
Is it not?
No.
How am I doing? I must be doing. How? I'm doing that. I must be adding. I'm not doing an ink. I get a delta from my table and add it.
Right.
Which does set the carry. So, yeah. Basically I do a load A XPOS and add.
Yeah, you're doing the add, aren't you?
Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
No. Because the little voice in the back of my head was going, John doesn't set the carry, and I was ignoring it, and then until I decided not to. Right. Go on. Walk all the way across. There we go. There we go. Right.
My bad, I misled you, but because I do an add, even if it's a 1, I get the number and add it.
Nice. That's fine, mate. That's fine. Right. So to now try and get to evaluate the floor, we're going to have to now work out how it's going to do it. Now I'm thinking that's probably a bit too fast, so I'm just wondering if I add another weight in here, will that half the speed? Yeah. The problem is walking is not with the pixels, is it?
No, because your sprite is effectively moving 2 pixels at a time now.
Yes, he is. So we need to change this. The sprite, because we're moving 8 pixels before we change. So if we add a 0 in there, take that off there, add a 0 in there, take that off there, and remove that, that should make him walk quicker. Now that looks more like it.
Go stretch forward immediately to your right leg.
Is it safe to go outside? Oh, look here. Extra Cats in Coat. Does Tash the Minion look like a mother in meteorologist?
Hey, Mrs. OSK. Welcome. You finished Halo 3. I thought you finished it ages ago. You left me a message saying you finished it ages ago. You love the Jeep run. Right. So have you started the other one? Hang on, let me check. Oh, you're just in the main menu now. Oh, okay. The Jeep run is epic. You're on Halo 4 now. Have you done him escaping the ship yet? Having to jump out the way. I thought you might like the Jeep run.
So what I'm supposed to do now, John, is when you get to the right hand edge of the screen, you're supposed to turn around and come back.
Yeah, yeah, we can do that. I want to start working out where he's the characters he's stepping on. That's what I want to do. So I need to work from the x-axis. I need to work out where he is. Then add 10, and that should give us the character boundary. Hopefully. And what I want to do is I want to make that character go white. So as he's walking, we should see the characters going. Come on, John, get your words together. So I need to slow it down. I need to slow it down a bit more. So we'll put another weight in. Manic Miner, yes. Manic Miner, not who's Bounty Bob? Who's Bounty Bob? Oh, Miner 2049er.
It was the Atari game that Manic Miner was sort of based on.
Who's Bounty Bob? Fire this dude. I never play. Remember, my poor parents weren't rich. I had to write my own games. I mean, Myriad was a bought game that they bought, and Hunchback. Couldn't afford games. Right. So I've got that as an excuse. Next, it'll be BC Quest for Tires. Don't talk to me about tyres. Oh, I haven't told you about that. Oh. I had a tyre explode on me last night. It was last night. Yeah, it was last night. I'm so traumatic. I don't know when it happened. Yeah, tyre exploded last night. Hit a pothole. Anyway. Right, so we need to work out. So we're going to work out using the X pos. You got an Atari 400 Mini. Yeah. Tash the Minion had an Atari XL. Is it an Atari XL? I think it was Atari XL. But she got rid of it because it didn't quite work right. Right. So. Yeah, I was brought up with the Commodores. That's my poison. Right, right, setting. So each line on the screen is 256 bytes, yeah? That's right.
Right.
No. You're all right. You're all right. So I can use. I don't need to worry about the. Well, I can use the Y position, but divide it by 8 and then times it by 256. Alright, Fairlane. See you later, mate.
No, you don't need to do that, John, because if you look at the structure of the address registers for the screen, the low byte is the X and the mid byte is the Y position.
Is it?
Yeah, because every line is 256, so increase mid by 1, you move down the line.
Ah.
It's quite clever, actually.
But if you've got the... Oh, I see what you mean. I wouldn't need to times 256. I just divide by 8, and that's my... That's the mid byte.
Yeah, so if Y is 80 and you divide it by 8, you end up with 10, that's line 10.
Yeah. Seriously, she's going. She has to pack. She ain't packed yet.
Yeah, I haven't packed yet, and I'm flying next Friday.
You're right. Oh, right. So I'm not going to speak to you for 2 weeks then.
No, you're off Easter week, and then I'm off to Japan for a week.
Yeah. Konnichiwa. Are you brushing up on your Japanese then?
That's the only word I know. I've got Google Translate for the rest of it.
Right, so in this raster bit, we'll try and work out where we're going, yeah? So let's do this here then. So if we go screen address. Have we got a macro to put on the screen?
Don't think so.
No. It's just storing it, isn't it? We're just storing a value in the memory, aren't we? So we're setting Vera low, Vera high, and then just doing the store data 0, aren't we?
I'm sure you've got one somewhere, set bearer address or something.
Yeah, but these are hard-coded addresses, aren't they? So we need to modify this
so that
it's pointing to a byte, pointing to an address. So let's do a copy and paste. See you later. I'll talk to you tomorrow. You better be packed. You better be packed. Right, address register. Address register. Address register address. That doesn't sound right. And we can't have a macro with the same name. Address register from address. Oh, that sounds stupid. Oh, we need to do that, don't we? Oh. Oh, that's just +1, isn't it? Right, so address. Oh. So that, and then that's going to be +1. Okay. And that's the 1 or 0, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the high byte.
Do I have a... I have Manic Miner code base written in C++, but we're going to be writing it from scratch. We're going to be writing it from scratch. The whole point of this is for people to learn how to do things. So we'll be writing it from scratch. That's why I'm going to try and explain as much of the techniques as I can in terms that Joe Blogs can understand. Hopefully. If I don't get it across like that, I'll be disappointed. That's the problem with this. It's a 17 thingy address, isn't it? 17-bit address.
Yes. You can always have that as a 1 as long as you don't change your base pointer.
Yeah. How am I going to do that? I'm just wondering if we're going to have two. If I do that and then have another one with 0, then we can do just that, can't we? And then the other one would be 0.
Yeah, you can. Or you have another parameter and pass it a 0 or a 1.
Yeah.
So you give it a 16-bit address and then 0 or 1 after control.
Is it high bank or something?
Yeah.
So it does.
Call it bit 16 or something.
Okay, bit 16, right. That doesn't need to be available though, does it?
No, you can just put a 0 or 1 in your call.
Yeah. So we'll just do that. Okay. Night, Rob. I didn't know Rob was in the stream.
I didn't see him come in. No, mate.
I didn't know Rob was in the stream. So, we need to then work out what the address is. So if we go back here, so we are going to LDA our screen. That's not the screen, is it? Screen RAM?
No.
I thought we had some constants in here.
You do have one for 1B.
Oh, there. It's VRAM layer 1 map, isn't it? Oh, no. This. No? 1B?
No, 1B is where screen is.
Yeah, so that's the screen, yeah?
Yeah, but you've also got VRAM lower characters, which is it without the high bit set.
Yeah. But I thought we had it... I thought we'd... Maybe not. No, okay. So you think we should use that one?
If you want to use it as a 16-bit number without the high bit, then that's the better one to use, isn't it? Because you're going to set the high bit in your macro call.
Yeah. Okay. So that's going to be... So we only need the big bit of it. Store it in that +1. And store Z into that bit. Right, so LDA YPOS. Divide by 8. Well, no. 2, 4, 1 too many. Store that. No, we add that to the high byte, yeah? We hide that to the high byte, which is actually the mid byte.
You've got to add B0 to it.
Yeah. So add that to that, which is B0. And that's that. So then we do LDA XPOS.
Can we go back one little step?
Mm-hmm.
After you've divided YPOS by 8, add 2 to it. If you want, do you want to point to the top left corner of the sprite or the character below him?
It's the character below him, so yeah, we'd need to add 2, wouldn't we?
Add 2, yeah. Alright, print.
Alright, Face, see you later. Oh, Ginhamstad's been here as well.
Yeah, he snuck in while you weren't looking and sat down at back.
I'm going to have to change my bot to interrogate the user base and highlight when people are in. Catch them unawares. Right. XPOS is a 2. Hey Proton, welcome. Welcome. Right. XPOS is a 2 byte thing. So I've seen someone do this, so I think you have to do this. XPOS +1.
Yeah, you have to shift
and then you have to
the high byte
shift
and then
it,
the low
don't
byte
you?
and do it again, yeah. I can't remember exactly how you do. Is it?
Yeah. So then you shift, so you shift it. Right, so that shifts shifts bit 1 into carry register. Then we load XPOS, and then we can do the divide by 8. So that gives us the very
Is it logical or arithmetic, the first one? Does the first one have to be it? Because the first one, you've got to include the carry in your first shift.
yes. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, we need to raw. We need to raw. No, we need to LSR that, but that needs to do raw. Yeah, that needs to raw. So that should do it. That should give us that number divided by 8. And then do we need to times it by 2 because it's 2 bytes per byte on the screen, isn't it?
You do, yes, to get, because you've got character colour.
So then we don't need to divide by 8.
Just take one of the LS.
Can take one of them off, can't we?
Yep. Oh, you can do that and then multiply it by 2 afterwards. You're a waste time. Character memory under the left half of the sprite.
Yeah. So so that's the left half of the sprite. So that's the actual character. In the new CPU, is there an Ink A?
Just ink, yes.
Ink implied. Nice. So to make it point to the colour one, we just do that. To set the colour, yeah? That's the address of the colour of that particular cell.
It should be, if we've done it right, yes.
And then we just CLC add to screen address.
Hello, John here. Thank you for following. Hope you enjoy the stream.
Who's followed?
Tycho 13.
In fact, we don't need to add it to the screen address.
Just stick it in there.
Just store it straight in. Right, so then we run our newfangled macro now. So control is. Oh, what is what?
That's address data, Vera data 0 or 1.
Oh, right. So we're using 0. Then it's 1. Then this is screen address. Ink in 2.
Don't care.
Direction. Oh.
0 is right, 1 is left.
Is that right? Is that right? Okay. 0 is right. 1 is left. Oh, so we can go backwards. Oh.
Yes, you can.
Nice. Right, so that sets that, and then I want to just LDA hash yellow. Store it in Vera data 0. Right, I'm going to put another weight in there. Right, let's see if we highlight the block that is on, and we're not at the top. Oh dear.
That's not worked out right.
And that's not working right, is it?
Why is it putting a G in there?
Yellow. That's yellow. Oh, so where's he gone? Where has he gone?
That shouldn't have changed unless you're overwriting his location.
I bet we're assuming that the Vera's still set up for the.
It should be. You've not changed DC select at any point.
No, and we set. Do we? No, we don't. Oh, we do. We do set the address. So. Oh, hang on. That sets the sprite, but when we do the move here, that's not. Oh, that's still setting Vera, so that's fine. He went home. He got tired of walking. The half arm movement bugs me so much. Hang on. Did he stop at the 1 again? Did he stop here again? Yeah.
I don't get why Y is wrong and why it's putting G's in there as well, because it should never be pointing to the character RAM.
Yeah. Okay. Let's sort the screen RAM out first. So it's storing in both. It's storing in both. So we can't be working it out right.
Bypass divided by 8, add 2. Oh, John, line 99.
Ah! What a plank.
Yeah. We're adding it.
You don't want to add it, you want to store it there.
No, we want to add it because I've already set it to be B0, so we're adding it to B0.
Yeah, and then what are you doing with it? So I think the trouble is when you come round again, you're going to add it to... But there's still a problem, because when you come round next time, if it's got B2 in, you're going to add another to it, and it's going to go to B4 when it's still T. So I think you might be better off doing add carry B2 rather than adding what's in there, because it'll have changed.
No, I'm resetting here on every raster, mate.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
I'm resetting on every raster.
I thought that was outside the loop. I didn't look.
No.
That's all right. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, but that's not as big a plank as me not storing.
So that bit's right.
Oh dear. Hey, look. Right, so it's still putting a G in. It shouldn't be putting a G in.
I don't get why it's doing that, because the G is the character RAM, the yellow is the colour RAM.
Yeah.
Evening, Fizzgog.
Hey, Fizzgog. Welcome. Yes, it has been a while. Right, so,
So Y's right now. Get Xpos. Shift it. Rotate right and shift again, then ink.
So basically, XPOS needs to move to screen. That's why we only divide it by 4.
Changes to divide by 8, John.
Just do a divide by 8.
It doesn't sound right, because it's 320. Right, should. Yeah, change it to divide by 8. I think I run into this problem.
Okay.
No. That's getting further and further down, so that's not right.
No. Okay, so let's try and work this out. Okay, let me get Notepad up. Right, so 0 would equal 1.
Ooh.
If he's at XPOS 0, yeah?
Yep, carry on.
Then colour position will be 1.
Correct.
So XPOS 8, so colour position should be 3.
It should be, but is that how maths are working?
Alright, let me add a line in here. So 16 should be 5. So colour position equals XPOS divided by 4 plus 1. So if we go here, so that's basically 8 divided by 4 equals 2 plus 1 equals 3. 16 divided by 4 equals 4 plus 1 equals 5. The maths work.
They did in my head, but the code doesn't. Hold on, the maths is Why have you done 8 divided by 2?
Sorry, 8 divided by 4. Sorry.
Yeah. Your answer's right.
My answer's right.
Yeah. I'm looking at 8 divided by 2. Why is it divided by 2? But you've got the right number at the end, so...
So, we are... So we're doing it right. So let's go to the very extreme. So if we do, say, 320, 312, yeah? So that's the very last line. So that's going to be 312 divided by 4. Now you're asking.
Docster asked me, why is John so good at math?
That's not right. Cause
math? Are you kidding me?
We've only got
We're talking about cooking
screens.
here, not some fancy numbers game. If John spent half as much time in the kitchen as they do with those math books, maybe they wouldn't burn toast every morning.
Yeah, I'm no good at maths. Oh, of course, 78. I just need a calculator. I know what I'm doing. Equals 79. So that would be right, because 40 columns, the very last character would be character 39.
Yeah, not 79. It's 39 and 40 for the character and the colour.
Yeah, but 39 times 2 is 78. Remember, 2 characters per character. 2 bytes per character. So on the...
Sorry, yeah.
So 39 is 78, plus 1 is 79. So the maths work. So why are we putting a G on the screen? It's what I'm struggling with. The maths work, and we've got this maths works. It's like we're dividing one too many or something. Let me run it again. Let's see what's happening. So it's putting a G. Right, let me slow it down. Let's slow it down even further.
Just putting a G and then changing it to yellow.
Yeah, G to yellow, G to yellow, G to yellow, G to yellow. So it looks like it's putting a G on the front. It looks like the
G's in front of the sprite, though.
Yeah. So it's putting a G in front, and then colours it yellow on the back side. So why is it putting a G in front?
Docster asked me. So if John do some baking and doing better in the kitchen, will his math get even better too? I'm afraid I can't do that, Docster. But if John manages to handle the heat in the kitchen, perhaps they'll realize the calculations needed for a successful souffle aren't too far off from solving a quadratic equation. Math, after all, is the true recipe for success.
Hey, Docster, at least he says your name right. I did one on Tasha's stream, and they said Tash the Mignon. Posh Tash. Right. I'm stumped.
John.
Yeah.
Hold on. Right, I've lost my screen. You know, you do the low day and then rotate right.
Yeah.
Sorry, the low day and then LS. No. Yeah, rotate right pulls the carry in and shifts the carry out.
Yes.
No, that's fine. logical shift pulls a 0 in, doesn't it?
Yes, that's why I made it logical, because just in case there was 1 in the least significant bit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand how it's storing in the
X+'s only going to be 0 or 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, X++ 1's only going to be 0 or 1.
Okay, let's try something else. Right, so 4 should equal 1, yeah? So 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1 plus 1.
And plus 1 is 2.
Equals 2. Crud.
I know what you need to do. Before you do the increment, you need to AND with FE. Is it FE? We need to clear bit 0. Yeah, AND with FE to make it even number, and then add 1.
Okay. Let's have a look. Well. Who would have thumped it? Right, I'm going to slow that down even more, because I'm going to add some more in there. Because we are testing the back of Minor Wiele, aren't we? So it's the back of Wiele that's causing it. So we need to then add 10 to make it the front of Minor Wiele. So oh, I can't even do the add because we've set the carry there. 10 divided by 4 is 2. It's 2 with 2 remaining.
You could add 5 after the rotate right.
That's...
I think. Would that work?
That's what I was coming to. That was what I was coming to. I was thinking of doing this. Yeah?
I think so. Is that in the right place?
Because we've divided it by 2, so we only need to add 5 because it's half of 10. I think that would do it.
Yeah, I think it needs to be done before then, but you can't because you've got the...
No, because we got the carry set. But we had 10 there, but we've divided by 2, so you would add 5 there if you wanted to replicate the same thing. Yeah?
Yeah, well, I think you're going to have a problem when you get to the 256 point.
There you go. Now that's doing the bite in front. Right, now what I want... So, just before we go, you said 1 was to go backwards, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this is going to wipe out the character behind.
It should do.
Well, it's setting the colour, but it's setting... Why is it not setting it back to blue?
Because you're setting the foreground colour and the background colour.
Oh, yeah. So this needs to be blue or blue 4.
Yeah, background is the high nibble, foreground is the low nibble.
Oh. That's better. So that's identifying the right block, isn't it? But is it? For underneath. So, right, let me just sort Y out. Let me just put... Let me drop minor Willy by 4. Where's Y? Y. So we need to... I think it's 4. I think he needs to drop down 4 so it looks like he's walking on it. There we go. Is that too soon?
I think it is.
I think it's a bit too soon. I think instead of adding 5, add 4. That looks better. I think that looks better. Looks too much. Yeah, I don't know.
Another way would be to add 9, but you need to do it before, which means messing about with the carry.
Yeah. So, we're still moving.
Because you're only working 0 to 255. And we broke his X position somewhere.
Yeah. But the X position's up here. But we don't...
You haven't changed any of that.
No. Because we only load, we don't raw anything. That's why I don't understand what. Let me rem all this out. See if minor Willy still goes. Let's rem all this out. See if it goes to the end of the screen. Because so I need to speed him up, don't I? That's going to take ages for him to get there. Yeah, he's working, not. He works.
So we're either affecting XPOS somehow, or maybe it is the their addresses we're changing.
Yeah, that we're not putting them back. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, because high bytes change back to a 0 again.
So why? So what's the high byte being set to then to make it go off the screen?
Is one of the macros not setting 0 up fully somehow?
Well, it's got to be this. Well, it can't be. No, it's not the setting up the sprite. It must be the move when he moves. When we do this move. Yeah, we set all of them, look.
Yeah. Low, high, bank and control.
Makes me wonder if that's not being set. Or if it is being set, it's being affected by something. Is X-Pos being affected by anything? Is that going above? Oh, John. Well, I'm making loads of mistakes today.
Yeah, that'll do it. He'd go into 2.
Right, so what I'm thinking of is this is going back, and 3 is by 4, isn't it?
Correct.
So this should get, there we go, a block of 2 characters underneath him. So that looks right for the floor, doesn't it?
I would say so. You've always got 2 characters. Well, we know we've always got 2 characters, but he always seems to be on those 2 characters. He's not stepping outside of it.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to think. Because we were adding 5. Do I need to work out, or am I just overthinking it? I'm just thinking of the collapsing floors, because it looks like always 2 bytes, always 2 characters will be collapsing, but that's what happens in the video.
No, it doesn't have to be, because you're working out. It does as he steps across 2, yes.
Look, 2 at the same time, yeah? There was never... Let's get him up then I'll pause it again. Yeah, see, that was 2, look, yeah?
Yeah, as soon as he landed, it was 2.
So that's going to be that character and that character that is currently activated, yeah?
Yep.
So he's still on the 2, and then it should...
He moves on to the next one. That one starts collapsing, but the one behind that's underneath him now will still be collapsing as well.
Yeah, yeah, which is doing...
Oh, that's right.
So,
yeah.
So I'm okay with my assumption that there's always going to be 2 characters underneath it.
Yep.
I think he is behind the screen on every second turn.
That was when we were losing him because you missed your clear carry.
Oh, yeah. So...
Docster asked me, do we need to work out?
Oh my god, are you serious right now? Working out? Do you really expect me to break a sweat and move my fabulous body just to watch someone code on a live stream? How about you work out your brain instead and actually pay attention to those 6502 codes instead of asking me silly questions?
How does Cartman know? How do they know? This AI gets scary. Right, so what I want to do now is I need to work out what he's going to walk into. I need to work out what he's going to walk into. So, right. So it's going to be, it's going to be a row up. So it's going to be a row up.
Yeah. So wherever you've worked out is that it's going to be x plus 1 and y minus 1, y minus 2.
Yeah.
If you want both parts of what's in front of him.
Yeah. So
that should give you a wall or anything that's in front of him.
Yeah. So let me just change this. Find floor screen address. Right, replace them all, and let's just put another one in there called oh, go away. It's not floor, it's wall, for a better one. So we add 2 to get to the floor, but if we go, don't need this, go ink. So this gets stored in wall screen address, and we do the same with this to wall screen address. Then if we do ink, then we can store it in wall, and then do another ink, and then that goes into the floor. The X position is going to be the same. Store in floor wall screen address. So this is going to show the floor, and then I want to show the wall.
Doesn't the X want to be 1 further on?
This is what I want to try and work out. So if I do red there, so I'm hoping that it doesn't work.
None of it works now.
Okay, what did I do wrong?
I don't know, because you've not changed X, and
No.
you just changed the add character 2 Ys.
Okay, let's take that out. Let's just run. Okay. Right. So I've removed everything and it's not turning up. I didn't do anything.
One thing you've done is change the clear carry, add carry 2 to ing. John.
Hmm?
No, it's alright, you're in A still.
Yeah. Hang on, let me just make sure that all the floors were right. Yeah. So I didn't change anything on towards there. Oh, what have I broken? I don't think there's another screen. No, there isn't. Oh, you idiot, John. What have you done? It's not putting any colour there, is it? Or if it's in the wrong place.
It's anywhere where we can see it.
Yeah. Floor screen, right. So load that, store it in screen 1, clear out the low bytes. Okay, let me, let's do this. Let's do this. Put the add back in. Right.
Clear carry.
Yeah. No. Okay.
And so if that magically works, then I'm going to start crying.
Okay. So that so that's not affected it. Oh dear. What is that? Have I changed that in any way? No, I haven't. Okay, so load Y, divide it, add 2, store it in floor +1.
We haven't changed either of them.
Oh, I know what I've done wrong. I know what I did wrong.
Yes.
We're back at that again. There we go. Right, so here it's ADC +1. Do that. Bring that back in. Oh. And my yellow is screwed. Hang on.
Well, the trouble is you're adding B0 to it for wall screen, then you're adding B0 again for floor screen. On Y.
Oh, right, okay.
You don't need the second add with carry, just the ink.
No. Yeah, that would be right. There we go. Right, let me slow that down because that looks wrong.
X needs to be +1.
Or is it?
X is the square he's on, but if you want it to be the one that he's going to walk into next for a wall, then it's +1, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I'm just thinking that if he's going to hit the wall, you don't want to be looking ahead one character because he would stop, wouldn't he? I think it's as close as we're ever going to get it.
Yeah, I sent you a minor Woody for walking cycle.
You've sent me a what?
You can't change Minor Willie. It's classic.
I just did.
Hang on. Let's put that in assets. Oh, player sprite. What's this player sprite? Let's put that in there. Right, let's have a look then. Let's have a look. Right. Here's a test of my beta. Here we go. Load.
That's 8 frames.
It's a full walk cycle. It's got some potential duplicate, but yeah, it's a full walking cycle.
Oh, there you go. Change your routine to do 8 frames, John.
Okay.
But I'm also thinking it might work better if you move him within the frame.
Yeah.
The logic stays the same, but I think it'll look better if you moved within the frame. Maybe
you can use the arrow cursor keys to cycle through the frames rather than clicking on them.
Say again. Oh, the cursor keys.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I wrote this and I didn't know.
You can use the cursor keys to cycle through the frames.
See, I wrote this and I didn't even know. Okay. Right. So, yeah. Let's just export this. I just want the assets. 2 sprites. We'll call it the same. Yeah. Look at this. Insecure download blocked. I know why that's happening.
that's a setting on your end.
Yeah, it's the ASM. It's the ASM. It blocks ASM files. That's why it didn't do it last time. Right, so we're talking 8 frames now, yeah? So we need to add one more to that. So that should cycle through 8 frames.
Table calculator.
Do the table, yeah. Need to do the table for 8. Okay, let's see what that does. Right, so he's sliding there, isn't he? He's sliding, so let's drop one of them off and put it there. Just need the one LSR now. I think you're right, Saucy. We're going to have to move him in the frame, aren't we?
To get, and I don't know, at game speed, I think it might be all right, but yeah, it doesn't change the logic. It just changes the visual of it if he steps forward in the frame, sort of thing.
Yeah, but it also means that we don't have the situation of him potentially walking into a wall. Because if we move him in the frame, yeah, we already know what the next frame is. So as soon as he's finished moving the frame that would move to the next one, because he's always going to be in front. He's always going to be in front unless we foresee. Yeah, that as soon as he's yeah, it's I think you're right, Sauce. Hang on. So we do that, and then we need to increase it by 2, then, don't we? To get it in front. I think
see, as it is, if you look at that square in front of him, he's going to stop with like half a character's width from the wall, isn't he? If that's a wall, for example.
Yeah. Because we would have to test that location. We'd have to test for that location. If it was a wall, we'd have to stop. We wouldn't be able to move. But because of the...
You always delay the test until a particular frame.
Yeah, that I was just thinking that we could rearrange the frames that would make it say that his arms are down when he crosses into the next cell. Yeah, so he looks like his hand's not inside the wall when we stop him. I mean, what's it like in the original one? In the... Let's have a look. Here we go. So let me just boost this so you can see. Right, so he's at the edge there. So that's when we've crossed into the next frame, into the character. And then he slowly moves across. And then that's there, because that's the next character, which then would go back to here. So moving inside the cell, we would know what this one would be, and we could stop him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's moving 2 pixels at a time in the frame, so you do cycle of 4 and then move across.
Yeah. Because by the time you've got here, you already know what's in this, because you've already determined it back here.
Yeah, you just don't stop him until he gets to the 4th frame or the 8th frame.
I think that's what we're doing though, isn't it? Because we're highlighting red this character here.
Yeah.
So we're doing the same thing. I think we're just. Are we just overthinking this? I think we may be just overthinking it.
Yeah, leave it as it is and just do the stop based on the frame number as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So
yes, there's a wall there, but you can keep walking until you get to frame 3 or 7 or whatever.
As Hunchback, we didn't do that. We kept checking every frame.
John here. Thank you for following. Hope you enjoy the stream.
And yes, Jeff Minter is a god.
Who's just followed? Say hello. Who's just followed? Say hello. Don't be frightened. We are all friends here. The Highlander. Hello. Hang on, is that the Highlander? You're not the YouTube Highlander, are you?
Rust. Oops. I don't know if anybody in here.
You are not. You're not. You're not. Welcome in. Welcome in.
If you think about it, he must be, because there can only be one.
I watch all your videos. Are we watching one now? I apologise if we're not watching one. I presume you would have done one of these. Right. So, if we use this mechanic that we're doing here, so we've worked out all the things. If we use this mechanic,
hold on a sec, John. There was another guy joined Oak Spirit.
Oh, hello. Oh, he's fine. Oh, he said someone. Can someone help me with function pointers in Rust? I don't know.
I've sent another one we've been moving across the cell, if that helps.
Say again. SP, say again.
I've sent a replacement one with him actually moving through the cell, so as he takes steps, he moves forwards.
Have you? Oh dear, you're going too quick, mate. Right, I'm not going to call that mine. Oh yeah, I'm going to call that modified. Oh no, Miner Willie walk through. There we go. Right, where's my spriter? Where's my spriter gone? Oh, there it is. Walk through. Is that walking through?
You've downloaded the wrong file.
Where did you put the file?
Should be one called Miner Willie Move.
Have you DM'd it me, or have you put it in the...
It should be in Discord.
Or did you put it in the Spyall chat?
DM. Oh shoot.
Where have you sent it? Where have you sent it?
Actually, it might be in the channel.
Oh, there it is.
Details channel, one mistake.
There it is. Right, load. Yeah. I think we wouldn't then be changing the X value, would we? We just change we'd just be working on the frames. Yeah. And so that would be, so it does that. Right, okay. Well, that it doesn't move there. You would have thought he would have moved there.
There's a minor limitation of the animation frames because the final frame would either not move where his arm goes forwards.
Oh, right, okay. I'll have a look at this off stream and see what we can do. But I think all we have to do is identify which frame we need to check on. So I think what we need to when we work this engine out is with if you remember with Hunchback we checked every frame. Yeah, we checked every frame. What's around you? And I think that was wrong. And I think that was wrong because we was always looking at the bite in the character in front. So if it was a wall, we stopped too soon. If you noticed in Hunchback, we stopped too soon. So in this one, as Saucy said, if we only check at a frame. So can I pause this? Yeah. Say there, right? If we check the character there on that frame, yeah, then we can say, right, there's a wall in the next character. We're going to stop you, yeah. But we only do it. We're on that frame for the horizontal check. On the vertical check, we'll check on every frame on the vertical, but the horizontal we only have to check it in one frame, and I think that's where we'll get better game. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, FaZe always complains that my controls are a bit too sharp or too laggy. And I think that will be the next. I think that's where we need to check. So check there. Check there. Check there. Check there. Check there. I think that's what we'd have to do. Right, so I think that's right. So in the other direction, so if we go in the other direction, it's just the reverse. So if I pause that there, oh, I can't. Can we pause this emulator with a key command? No. Oh, why can't we pause it? So if he's going in the other direction, we would have the square here, but there's still the same two blocks underneath him. So if he's falling, we'll always check one below. So let me just move him. Let me just move him down one. So let's pretend that he's falling. So we're at 105, aren't we? So 104. So if we go to 105, so he's broken through that block. So it should be looking at the blocks underneath him, and it's not. Why is that not? Okay, let's do 6. Yeah, that's not going to work. Need to rethink this. So, let's go the other way. Let's go the other way. Right, okay, I know what the problem is. Why? The floor needs to be 2. That's it. But the wall's wrong as well. So that's 3. 4, it should be on the block. So that's the crossover then. No, there's something not right there. That should be walking on the block. 104, is that's divisible, isn't it?
I've missed something because I went to the kitchen. What you done? You broke it.
No. I'm just trying to make sure that. Yeah, that's bang on. So it's in the. It's right. It's bang on. So me doing the increment here is wrong. I'm trying to work out how to do the floor. So that's right. Yeah. But the problem is when I went to 105. It was in the floor, and it needs to look down one.
But in the game, isn't he always on a character boundary?
Yeah, but I'm talking about when he's falling. Yeah.
Yeah.
When he's falling, because right in this current configuration, right, he's actually on the block, yeah, because it's 104. Hang on, have I left it 104? So if I make it 106, so he's falling, it should be looking at the block below him, but it's not. It's looking at the block he's on. Yeah? So it should be looking at this block here because he should be falling, and we should be looking at this block so he can stop. Yeah? At the moment, he's in the block. So the thing that I'm thinking is that we have to do this first. That. So when he's on the block, or have I gone the wrong way? Yeah, I think I may have gone the wrong way. Hang on. So this would be on the block, and it's right. But I don't think that's gonna change if I do 106. I think that's just gonna give me the same problem. Yeah.
And it with not and. Oh. Or it with 7.
Or
Is it or 7 or 8?
No, 8's just 1 0. Or the Y position or the end result.
The Y position.
I think you're right the first time. Yeah.
I think it's 7. I think it's. I'm trying to work it out in my head.
Yeah, I think you're right in the first place. 7. Right. No. Maybe it is 8. No.
That still doesn't. That's weird. I thought that would have done it.
I think it's because we want to make sure
But
that
you
it's
need to do it after.
Yeah.
No, you can't do it after.
So it's on this. It's on this. If it's on this. Well, it depends. Is it on the cell? I mean, what does? Hang on. What does one? So if 104 is on, 103, that should be above. What does that look like? If that's above, right? Okay. So that's above. So then we would do this. Right. So he would be always hovering above when he's walking. But I don't think that will work anyway, because if I make this 106, I think it'll still be halfway through, will it? Let's have a look. 106. Or has it moved down a bit?
Calculator.
Yeah, it's still doing it. So 104. No, we don't want to increase there then. We want to, we'll do it there. So that's it. It's now checking for the cell below. So if we go to 104, that's still looking at the cell below. Right, so then I want to do, that means we do it there. So we're at 104. Now we're walking on the block. So 106. Let's say he's fallen off the block, should be looking at the block below. There we go. Got it. Got it. Got it. That should work now, because then 106, if we do 108, that moves it a bit closer. So he's falling as he's walking. And then 111 should be just above the block. Yeah. And then 112 is where he's actually walking on the block. Yep. That's got it. That's got it. So that routine that we've just done to work out these points, we need to create into a function that allows us to get what's around him.
And as an aside, you know, have you worked out where the red block is?
Yeah.
You can, if you set Vera up with a negative, you know, we counted 1 back for the yellow, you can do count back 2, 5, 6. I'll get you the red block above it as well.
Yeah. Two, 5, 6.
Which I think is a shift of 8.
Is that 8, is it?
I think so.
So this is the wall. So if we do shift 8 and just do the
store again. That should put a red block above the red block. If 8's the right number. No, 8's not the right number.
No.
Might be 7. I'll have to look it up.
Hang on, we'll try 7. Nope. 6. Oh, it might be bigger than that. Oh, hang on. Where's the 16 stuff?
That's 9 is 2, 5, 6.
9?
Yep. Go to the table.
Yeah.
And just next is to check the square in front of him and level with his head and feet, sort of thing.
Yeah, because if you've got a floor with a space and a block, then of course his he's got to stop if he's hitting his head as well, hasn't he?
Yep, and like the keys you collect and what have you are usually at that position.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, we might have to capture everything that's around him. To be honest.
Yeah, but anything else he shouldn't be touching, so it shouldn't be affecting him.
No.
It's just that it gets awkward when you turn him round and start going the other way.
Well, no, because all we do is, like I did with Hunchback, is just that we just, depending on the direction, we just check whichever cells we need to check.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just that it's like, instead of +1, it's -1 and, yeah.
Yeah, you mean setting up Vera to do it, yeah. Well, you know SP now has to do all the sprites in Manic Miner now, doesn't he?
Well, if he wants them to be looking right and not cause him any mental anguish.
Because clearly my sprites, hang on, clearly my sprites that I did originally and spent hours doing is not good enough for him. Oh, why should it?
And they can be in, well, I say 16, they can be in 15 colour if you want.
Hang on, where's mine?
It just might not look like Manic Miner when suddenly the sprite's 15 colours.
Yeah, there you go. So if we're going to work on 8 frames, we need everything to be 8 frames.
Is that all the sprites there are?
No,
there are a lot more than that.
There are a lot more than that. So here, where's that? Oh, there it is. Here we go. So that's Manic Miner both ways, and then we've got the level 1 bad guy both ways. Yeah. Then this is the pedestal. I think that's the game over sprite. Then we got the penguins going in both ways. That's the boot that squashes. Then we got the ostriches.
There's the duck. There's a turret thing.
Yeah. So
radar tower type
the sea
thing.
lion.
There's Kong, who's a couple of frames.
There's Eugene, but he's only one frame. Then we got the bog, going in both directions. Then we got the Pac-Man, going in both directions. The kangaroo. Whoever this dude is.
If you do all of those
a money or an envelope thing.
Yeah. Flaming ball.
Cheers, Highlander.
Alright, Highlander, see you later. The squishy thing. Then we got this rolling platform. And then whoever this dude is, it looks like a bunny, but I've never...
Oh no, it is like a bunny, yeah.
Then I've seen the telephone. Yeah, I've seen the telephone. And then
Have you counted them? Because if you do all them at 8 frames each, that's 1k per sprite.
Is that 1k per sprite?
Most of the other ones are like a 3 or 4 frame animation.
Yeah, all the others are 4, so you can have... Now, there's plenty of room in Vera, because you've got 128k in Vera for everything, and you're not using a fraction of it. The problem is you've got to load these in and then copy them into Vera. So they've got to fit in the standard 64k memory map before you shift them out.
Right.
Which may mean you can't load it all in one. You may have to actually load them in as data and copy them to Vera. I don't know.
Oh, get a loader routine going.
Yep. Like load these sprites in, copy to Vera, load these sprites in, copy to Vera.
Yeah.
It depends, but you'll start filling up. Well, 8 frames of 8x16 is 1k.
And if we have 8 frames, that's only in 128 sprites. Oh, it doesn't matter about the memory though, does it? No, it doesn't matter about the memory. Because the memory's fully accessible, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Well, you wouldn't get that because, 8 16x16 sprites. Yeah. You've got 128 sprites. You can have as many frames as you want because you just change the pointers. But if you use 8 frames for each sprite, that's your 128k gone, and you've got no memory for your screen or any sounds or anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you've got 4 frames for the rest of them, you can get quite a lot in there.
Right. So only Miner Willie will look like he's walking properly.
Most of them don't have like a walking animation. They just sort of move.
Slide.
Yeah, I mean,
and you only have a few. You don't need. You're not using 128 sprites. You've just got the graphic data in for a lot of characters. You've only usually got a few sprites, like there's 2 plus Miner on there. There's only 3 sprites on the screen.
Yeah. What's the next one? Yeah, because they're not really walking, are they? Alright then, Miner Willie will stay 8.
The big robot thing on the first level.
Yeah.
And the kangaroo. Most of the other ones don't have a walking cycle per se.
Yeah. So Miner will be the only one then.
That's the busiest. Yeah, you've got 5 sprites on the screen.
Yeah.
It's not the number of sprites, it's how much graphical data you're storing to put into those sprites.
Yeah. Oh, and also, he can jump through a floor as well. I forgot about that. So it doesn't matter about his head.
Yeah, it does, because if he walks forward on that without jumping, his head goes through it.
Yeah, his head goes through it, but if he touches the enemy, he will still die.
Yeah, well, that'll be sprite-to-sprite collision, so we can detect that.
So maybe we're just thinking too much about the...
Look, you need to know what's there, because that's where the key is most of the time. He normally hits that with his head. But you don't need to use it for stopping movement. You need to use it to determine whether he's touching something we need to react to.
Yeah. So a floor will only stop him going down. It won't stop him going up.
And then, to be fair, that's true of quite a lot of platform games.
All right. Okay. Right. So we have the starting. Right. Let's put him back to normal. Should stop that. Let's put it back to normal speed. Where are you? Oh, there you are. So, I'm just wondering if this will be too fast.
Quite probably, but you're not doing anything else.
We've now created the Benny Hill version of Minor Willie.
Although, to be fair, the X16 is fairly quick. You can do a lot in each frame.
That's brilliant. Right, so... Let's have a look. Now that's probably better. That's probably better.
Oh, you have to hum the tune as he moves to see if it fits.
What? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
You have to do that to make sure his timing fits in with the music.
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Looks about right.
Looks about right. Right, so we just on the next stream then we'll need to build the function out that's going to do all the detecting. We can't. I'm just wondering, can we use a material system? Can't really do that, can we? We're gonna have to look up. We're gonna have to find the character and then look up, say the material type for it. I think that's probably what we're gonna have to do.
Or if you build the character set right, you can match it to a range. Like all floors are characters 0 to 15, and all other things are 16 to 31, and so on.
Yeah.
And that might, then say this is a type of floor. It might look different, but it's still a floor.
Yeah.
And this is a bad guy. It might be a different looking bad guy to the previous screen, but it's still a bad guy. But then again, it depends on whether you redefine the character set for each level or not.
Yeah, because the game does that. The game does that. It copies copies the sprites and the character set across. Every time you move into the new level, he's using the same characters. Yeah. So the wall may look different, but he's still using the same character because he's just redefined it.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking. So, like, if he runs into a character 1, it's a wall. It just looks different.
So that's something that we may do to replicate it. Same with the sprites. But I don't know if you need to do the sprites. We just need to set the pointers. Just need to set the address pointers, don't we?
Yeah, you just need a table of, like you've done, table of pointers for the sprites, chuck them all into Vera, that's it dealt with.
Yeah.
Depending how much there is to the character sets, it may be easier to do the same thing with them and just put all the character sets in and just move the pointer.
Yeah. Yeah.
It depends on how much of the character sets changed on each frame and how much you need to keep the same.
Well, from what I was looking at, it's it's about 32 characters, I think, changes, and that's it. He just copies 32's worth of data across.
Yeah, I'm probably better off doing that each frame then, but the sprites, you can just throw them all in there and just pointers.
Yeah. All right then. Right, so we've got something that's going to show us what's around him in terms of. So instead of storing a colour, we'll be reading what's there. Yeah. Rather than storing a colour, we'll be reading what's there and putting it in an array, and then we can use that to determine where he is, what he's doing. In the next... Go on.
Yeah, you worked out where the colour square is, but we can read the character square instead anyway.
Yeah, yeah. So, on the next stream, we will flesh out that function to do that, and hopefully, if I've got time, I'll try and get a character set done, so we can start trying to put it into place, and then we can start working on how to get the jump cycle right, and all the other things. So we're gonna do it. All right, guys. Well, I hope I haven't bored you too much. So, SP, are you going to be doing the bad guys, or... Oh, you've done another one.
If I have time, yeah. I have to fit it in around my work.
Hang on, you've done another one. What are these two?
There are tweaks. I adjusted some of the frames of animation. I redrew the colouring a bit because I didn't like how it was.
Oh, hang on. Move to.
And I gave him a hard hat.
You gave him was the thing at the top bobbling driving you up the wall, was it? Walk to. Oh, I see what you mean.
He's got blonde hair in the last one.
He's got blonde hair. All right then. Right, I will try and continue my thoughts on how I'm going to do stuff, and then we'll do it on stream and stuff like that. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you when I get back. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then, guys. Take care.
A couple of weeks before I see you again. So
yeah, no worries, man.
Have a nice break.
And you. Take care. Bye. I'd like to thank all the patrons that are contributing to my channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now. Thank you very much.